Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know.
They're gonna know.
How would they know? How would they know? How would they know?
I can't. I can't.
Oh my god!
Well, hello. So, slight problem. In the last video, I was at Town Hall 9, and I had forgot to press record to record everything, so I had to make a whole new video. And then after that happened, I was still boosting everything because I got the 4-day boost. And I was going to come back and do the Goblin map and the practice levels. I don't need the boost for the practice levels, but I was going to do the practice levels and the Goblin map. And then things got a little hectic. And as much as I wish I could just sit and play this all day and record videos and make videos, because I like doing that, I still have a job, I still have a lot of other responsibilities, things to take care of, and things just got busy. So, we are out of boost, the free boost anyway. I can still, not right at this moment, but if I get the blue potion, I can boost all the troops, and I have 4 hero potions where I can boost the heroes 5 levels. Once I get some blue potions, I can boost the troops and do more of the Goblin map, because it would be the same boost anyway, because it just maxes out the troops for that level. But unfortunately, I missed out on the boost. I have a few things going, the spell factories, which we just started Clan War leagues, and I have troops ready to go for the first 2 days. So by day 3, my spell factories should be done, and I should be able to make spells for war. And now I have a ton of gold, and a ton of elixir, and a ton of dark elixir, and I don't have enough builders. I think I used up all the builder potions. So I got about 3 of those, 1 from the monthly and 2 from clan games. So I kind of used those over the last day or so and got through a bunch of collectors and storages. But now I have a lot of barracks to upgrade, I have drills to upgrade, I have more storages to upgrade, and I have troops. Let's go with the Goblin. I don't have any books that I can use. Okay, so July season's here. It's like the Jungle King. Clan War Leagues just started. I have a couple events going on. I haven't really been doing any of them. Oh, that reminds me. I'll do that in this video since I don't really want to go into the Goblin map or do anything else right now because I can't really boost anything. Alright, let's see what we get for July. Training potions. Okay, power potions. So, we can get one of those fairly soon. Don't see any others. Got Book of Spells and Book of Fighting will help since I have so much loot. Okay, so there's another power potion and research and 2 Book of Heroes. Okay, cool. Okay, so there's a decent amount of stuff this time. Should be able to get quite a few troops done. And once I get those power potions, I can boost some troops and we can do some Goblin map and get a few more heroes. I did the Queen. I upgraded the Queen a couple levels, I think. Yeah, level 8. So I just got the Queen at level Town Hall 9. And I've already gotten her to level 8, because it goes pretty quick at the lower levels. I've gotten a lot of the collectors and storages. Doing the dark elixir storage, which I can hold 150. So this must put me at about 200, I suppose. Or maybe 175. So let's get one. Let's just get one. Well, that's 8 hours. Those will finish in a day. Probably just going to end up losing loot, which I guess is fine. I mean, I could use it on these walls. Max is 6. Okay. I'm maxed out on runes as well. Should have just looked here. I guess this would have been easier. So 2 hero books, potion, fighting, 2 power potions, a gold elixir and dark elixir. So I'm gonna have so much loot. I think I'm just going to use it on walls right now, just because I don't want it to go to waste, and I can't collect anything right now anyway. And usually when we do Clan War Leagues, I don't do normal attacks, just because I train up the same army pretty much for war, so I just train those up and I don't do other attacks outside of that. I just don't really have the time for it. So I am just going to upgrade walls and get rid of some of this loot. Let's check and see if I had any walls. Yeah, I'm just going to throw all this stuff down so I can. switch to this base for a second. I have a lot of catching up to do. Okay, that's full too. Okay, so I have a ton of it. Let's just do walls. 5 million. Okay, not as many as I thought I'd get done. 10 million? Oh wow, so I can go up 2 levels? Oh, I can. Okay. Okay, well that's good, I think. So I can go up 2 wall levels at level 9, which I guess is probably a good thing since I have so much extra loot right now. Wow. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 35 million. Woo. And we can still do a couple more. Whoa. Okay, that was a lot of walls. Alright. So let's do one of the dark barracks since that's 2 million. So about the second day at Clan War Leagues, I should have most of those done. And I probably need to, yeah. Crap. Okay. A lot to do. Alright, I need to get, because I think some of my other accounts need their war bases fixed. Well, not fixed, I just got some new things I put out, so I need to update the war base. So I should probably do that on those. And my walls look all funky. Alright, whatever. Okay, so that's about all I have for this account. Just need to get Clan War Leagues done and get some of the monthly stuff done. Get those potions so I can boost my troops. Okay, and then once Clan War League is done, get the King and the Queen upgraded some more. So what I wanted to do real quick is let me jump over. So after I got my monthly stuff done on all my accounts, I tested out a new army that I got from one of Galadon's videos. And it was Super WallBreakers. I tried copying the same army, but the difference was he had like a freeze and 2 invisibility spells, which at the time when I was using them, I thought it only affected, I found out it doesn't affect walls, but I didn't realize it affects troops. If you put invisibility spell on your troops, they don't get attacked, which kind of would have been handy a couple times, but for the most part, I didn't really even use them for what I was doing. So what I'm going to do is let me just jump over to my other accounts here and show you some replays. So what I did is I trained up, well, first I went here to the boost. I got Sneaky Goblins and Super WallBreakers. And then what I did is I would train up 7 Super WallBreakers and about 80 some, depending on the account. Some accounts had a little bit less, some had more, depending on the housing space. But around 70 to 80 Super Goblins, I would get a Blimp, 3 Haste, 2 Rage, and 2 Jump. Now I wouldn't use everything on each attack, so I'd have to kind of adjust the spells. Sometimes I'd have different spells when I go in, but for the most part, as you can see, so let's go back a bit. And I didn't really care about trophies, really, whether I lost or gained any, because once Clan War Leagues is done, I'll start doing the monthly stuff, and I'll start doing attacks, and I don't think I've ever lost any attacks just doing my regular army troops. So I'll at least get 1 star, if not 2 or 3. So I will get trophies back. So I wasn't really concerned about losing trophies. And not all these are the best examples, but I'll show you across a couple different accounts. But basically what I did is I looked for bases that had over 400,000 in loot. And as you can see, it wasn't bad. This one was kind of on the low end. So let's do this one as an example. So what I would do is I would use 1 Super Goblin. I would use 1 Super Goblin. Turn that down. I would use 1 Super Goblin per collector. And then I would use 2 Super Goblins per storage. So any kind of storage would take 2 Super Goblins. And I would put 1 Super Goblin on each collector, and they would get that collector before they turn visible. So I would basically, a lot of them, they would leave their stuff on the outside, so I would just snipe off everything I possibly could on the outside, and then work my way to the inside by using Super WallBreakers to get to the walls, or using jump spells to get to the walls. Sometimes for the town hall, I would either use a bunch of haste to get them all the way in there, or I would just use the battle blimp, which would be full of super goblins. So the battle blimp would normally get to the town hall, and then the 10 to 15 super goblins that I had in there would take down the town hall. So like there I had to use rage, or not rage, I had to use haste to get them in there. So that's what I did for the last, I don't know, 3 days or so. I just did this across all my accounts. So let me jump over. Just, you get the idea. So let me jump over to one of the other ones. Okay. But they're all about the same. So 500, 600, 400, 600. 700. There's even quite a few that were 7, 8 million. Let's jump over to another one. So 5, 8, 5, 6, 5, 4. And a lot of them, like I said, I didn't care about trophies, so a lot of the stuff was on the outside. I just kind of sniped off all their loot. And I did that mainly for the perks at the end. So Season Bank, most of the max that you can get is 25 million. Switching over to another one here. So I was at about 16, 17, 18 million after getting all the monthly stuff done. So I went from 16, 17 million to maxing out all but just a couple at 25 million. As you can see, it wasn't always max, but it was a pretty good amount of loot. I'll look at one last one here. Yeah, like there's a million there. It was kind of funny because usually the ones that were a million, yeah, had the collectors on the outside that were either mostly full or all the way full. So I would just pick a side, and I would just basically just kind of work my way around. As you can see, just work my way around the base and pick off all the collectors first to get them out of the way. And then I would just, like I said, use WallBreakers and just work my way into the inside. And there was quite a few bases that had their collectors even on the outside, like this one, that were easy to get to. So going from 16, 17 million up to 25 million to max out the monthly perk bonus didn't take long at all. It took me 2 days, maybe 2 or 3 days at most, just kind of going through this. So basically what I do is I train up 2 sets of armies. I would go out, and I wouldn't obviously try and use all the army, but I'd use up what I needed to get the loot, come back, and I would make sure I had the goblins. Let me show you. So when I did the training, I made sure I had the goblins all the way over here on the far right where the archer is. That way, when I used up the goblins, and if I didn't use up the WallBreakers, the goblins would come in here next instead of all the WallBreakers. So then I was able to do back-to-back attacks within a short time period. So I'd do 2 attacks for one account, which would be anywhere from, as you saw, 300,000 up to a million. And then I would come back in here after the 2 attacks, get all the troops ready again, and move on to the next account. And I just kept doing that through all the accounts, and got, what was it, about 7 million a piece, I suppose, to fill up the season bank. So I think I'm going to keep doing that every month, because after I'm done with the monthly stuff, and clan games. So yeah, once clan games finished, there was a few days before Clan War League starts. So after clan games finished, and I'd have the monthly stuff done, then I would go in and I did the super goblins and super WallBreakers. I keep calling it super goblins. Sneaky goblins. My bad. Anyway, so I did that for a couple days before Clan War League starts and got plenty of loot. So, hope that helps. I am done with this video. Probably won't be back for a few days. I'm going to just keep upgrading everything on that account. Then once I get the potions to boost my troops, I'll come back and we'll boost and we'll get through a bunch of the Goblin map and the training. So hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching.